What if I told you that 100 excavators working together could demolish an entire bridge in just one night? I'm talking about a perfectly choreographed dance of destruction that's so mesmerizing that you won't be able to look away. Today, I'm taking you on a journey through the most satisfying excavator moments ever captured on camera, and trust me, what you're about to see will blow your mind. The Great Bridge Takedown. Picture this. It's 10:30 p.m. on a Friday in Nanchang, China, and the city is about to witness something incredible. More than 100 excavators, minus 116 to be exact, are lined up in perfect formation, ready to dismantle a 24-year-old overpass bridge. I'm talking about a 5,380-foot structure that needed to disappear overnight to make way for the city's expanding subway system. What happened next was pure mechanical poetry. These excavators moved in perfect synchronization, like a deadly dance of steel and hydraulics. Within just 56 hours, they didn't just demolish this 5,380-foot bridge, they completely cleared the debris and reopened the area to the public. Precision was mind-blowing, each machine knowing exactly when to strike, when to pause, and when to move forward. But here's where things get even more extraordinary. While that synchronized demolition was impressive, wait until you see what happens when just one excavator has the power of nearly 4,000 horses, the 800-ton beast. Now we're talking about the Liebherr R9800, a machine so massive it makes regular excavators look like toys. This absolute unit weighs 1,764,000 pounds and stands as one of the largest hydraulic excavators ever built. I mean, we're looking at a machine designed to work for 80,000 hours straight. That's a lifetime of non-stop digging. The raw power behind this beast is what truly excites me. Two Cummins QSK60 engines pump out nearly 4,000 horsepower, moving a bucket that can scoop up 165,000 pounds of material in one go. That's like picking up 15 elephants at once. The efficiency is off the charts too. This machine can save up to 31,700 gallons of fuel per year with its advanced engine management system. But as impressive as this mechanical monster is, there's something even more mind-bending waiting for us. Imagine an excavator so big it doesn't just dig. It walks across the landscape like a mechanical giant, the walking giant. Meet the bucket wheel excavator 258. And I'm not kidding when I say this thing is colossal. We're talking about a machine that's 561 feet long and 164 feet high. That's longer than a football field and taller than a 15-story building. Built in 1957, this 8.5 million pound beast has been chewing through the German landscape for decades. Here's what blows my mind about this machine. It has a continuously rotating bucket wheel with 10 massive buckets, each holding 53 cubic feet of material. This monster can move 3.9 million cubic feet of earth per day. That's enough to fill 44 Olympic swimming pools. And get this, despite weighing over 8 million pounds. It moves on 12 crawler tracks at a steady 26 feet per minute, the most fascinating part? This machine has been modernized multiple times, getting new teeth. That's what they call the bucket replacements. It's like watching a mechanical dinosaur that refuses to go extinct, constantly evolving to stay relevant in modern mining. But even this giant looks small compared to what's coming next. There's an excavator so massive and unique, it doesn't crawl or roll. It walks on mechanical feet, the walking wonder. The RK5000 bucket chain excavator is hands down the most bizarre and fascinating machine I've ever researched. Built in 1983, this 12.3 million pound Czechoslovakian monster doesn't move like any other excavator you've seen. While most excavators crawl on tracks, the RK5000 walks on mechanical feet. I mean, picture a building-sized machine taking steps across a mining site. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie. This walking giant stretches 525 feet long and towers 131 feet high, powered by an insane 12,069 horsepower engine. That's enough power to run a small city. The bucket chain operates at 4 feet per second, delivering a digging force that can move 157,000 cubic feet of material every single hour. It takes a crew of 6 people just to operate this mechanical marvel. What makes this machine truly special is its walking mechanism. It was designed this way to traverse unstable ground that would bog down traditional tracked excavators. Watching it move is mesmerizing. Each mechanical step is calculated and precise, like a metallic ballet dancer performing on the world's largest stage. But if you think size is everything, wait until you see what happens when precision meets innovation. In our next incredible machine, the 360-degree Master, now, let me introduce you to something completely different. The GRB12R rotating 360-degree Scandinavian excavator. This isn't about size or raw power. This is about pure, precise artistry in motion. While other excavators are limited by their fixed position, this beauty can rotate its bucket a full 360 degrees, making it the ultimate precision tool. Built for 26,000 35,000-pound excavators, this Scandinavian masterpiece is like giving a surgeon a scalpel after they've been using a sledgehammer. The rotation mechanism allows operators to work in impossibly tight spaces, against fences, around obstacles, and in positions that would be completely impossible with traditional buckets. It's engineered with hardened HB400 cutting-edge and high-tensile steel, built to last under the most demanding conditions. What gets me excited about this machine is its profiled and angular design that increases bucket volume while enhancing material placement accuracy. You can pour material at various angles with pinpoint precision. It's like watching a mechanical artist at work, shaping landscapes with the delicacy of a painter's brush. But precision is one thing. Operating in environments where most machines would simply sink and disappear is something entirely different. The Swamp Walker Enter. The Ike Volvo EC210 Swamp Excavator, and let me tell you, this machine is like the Navy SEAL of excavators. While regular excavators would sink faster than the Titanic in swampy terrain, this beast floats like it's defying the laws of physics. We're talking about a 46,000-pound machine that can walk on water. Well, swampy water anyway. The secret lies in its EIK pontoon undercarriage system that provides incredible flotation and stability on soft, waterlogged ground. But here's the coolest part: it has a hydraulic variable gauge system that lets the pontoons retract for transport and expand for maximum stability during operation. It's like watching a transformer adapt to its environment in real time. Unloading this amphibious monster from a trailer is an art form in itself. You can't just drive it off like a regular excavator. One wrong move and you've got a multi-million-dollar paperweight stuck in the mud. The operator has to carefully manage the machine's high center of gravity while those pontoon tracks spread the weight across a massive surface area. But sometimes, even the most careful planning can't prevent disaster, and that's where our next story takes a heartbreaking turn. When things go wrong, sometimes in this business, you witness moments that remind you just how quickly things can go from routine to devastating. The demolition of a small residential house should have been straightforward: a medium-sized excavator, methodically dismantling a modest structure with precision and control. The operator demonstrated skillful technique, carefully targeting key structural points to bring down the house efficiently while minimizing debris scatter. What made this demolition particularly fascinating was the clean, controlled approach. Every movement was calculated, every strike purposeful. The excavator's arm and bucket worked like surgical instruments, breaking through walls, prying off roof sections, and gradually reducing the entire building to a manageable pile of rubble. It was demolition as an art form, showcasing how modern machinery can dismantle structures with remarkable efficiency. The footage captures the entire process from start to finish, accompanied by rhythmic background music that somehow makes the destruction feel almost peaceful. There's something oddly satisfying about watching systematic demolition when it's done right. The way each piece falls exactly where it should. The methodical progression from standing structure to cleared lot. But not every demolition story has such a controlled ending. Sometimes Mother Nature has other plans, and the results can be terrifying. Mountain disaster, the lung die. Excavator accident is the kind of incident that makes your heart stop and reminds you why heavy machinery demands absolute respect. Picture this: a serene hillside setting, the kind of peaceful mountain landscape where you'd expect nothing more dramatic than birds chirping. Then suddenly, everything changes in an instant. The excavator was attempting a routine adjustment with its claw when something went catastrophically wrong. A malfunction, a moment of lost stability, and this massive machine began tumbling down the hillside like a steel avalanche. The witnesses nearby went from casual observers to panic-stricken survivors in seconds, their peaceful afternoon shattered by the thunderous sound of metal crashing against rock. What strikes me most about this accident is how quickly tranquility turned to chaos. One moment you have skilled operators working methodically. The next you have people scrambling for safety as tons of machinery careen down a mountainside. The excavator, once a symbol of human engineering prowess, became a runaway projectile controlled only by gravity and terrain. The aftermath left the machine motionless against the hillside backdrop, a stark reminder that even our most powerful tools can become victims of the very landscapes they're meant to conquer. But sometimes, when precision demolition is required, engineers turn to one of the oldest and most dramatic methods in the book, old-school destruction. There's something mesmerizing about watching a wrecking ball in action, and the January 2023 demolition of a high-rise building in Hanover, Germany, was pure mechanical poetry in motion. While modern excavators and controlled explosions dominate today's demolition scene, sometimes you need the raw, primal power of a massive steel sphere swinging through the air. This wasn't just any demolition. This was a masterclass in controlled destruction. The wrecking ball, suspended from a crane like a giant pendulum of doom, struck the building's concrete and steel framework with a precision that would make a Swiss watchmaker jealous. Each swing was carefully calculated and aimed at specific structural weak points to ensure the building collapsed exactly as planned. Watching the footage, you can almost feel the impact as chunks of concrete and steel break away and crash to the ground, creating massive dust clouds that billow up like miniature storms. The gradual dismantling process is hypnotic, seeing a multi-story structure slowly succumb to the relentless rhythm of the wrecking ball. This method might seem old-fashioned compared to high-tech demolition techniques, but when you need to bring down a reinforced building in an urban environment where explosives are too risky, nothing beats the tried-and-true reliability of gravity and a really big ball. However, even the most routine operations can turn dangerous in a split-second recovery. Mission loading heavy machinery onto trucks should be routine, but when a JCB excavator experiences an accident during transport, you realize just how dangerous this business can be. The footage shows the moment everything went sideways, literally. Whether it was a mechanical failure, operator error, or just bad luck, this JCB found itself in a compromised position that required immediate action. What happened next was like watching a heavy equipment rescue mission unfold. Additional machinery, another JCB and a case backhoe loader, were brought in to save their fallen comrade. The recovery process was methodical and tense, with operators working together to stabilize and extract the excavator without causing further damage or injury. This incident perfectly demonstrates why safety protocols exist and why experienced operators are worth their weight in gold. One wrong move during recovery could have turned a bad situation into a catastrophe. The teamwork and precision required to safely recover heavy equipment shows the skill and coordination that exists in this industry. But sometimes, controlled demolition requires removing every trace of what came before. Total erasure. The demolition of a former convenience store and gas station is like watching the complete erasure of a piece of Americana. Before the Caterpillar 323 excavator could even begin its work, specialized crews had to remove all underground fuel tanks, gas pumps, and the canopy, basically everything that made this place a functioning gas station. What remained was just the shell of the convenience store, but even that had to go. Watching the Cat 323 methodically tear down the building was oddly therapeutic. The operator used the excavator's arm and bucket like surgical tools, pulling apart the structure piece by piece, causing the materials to collapse in a controlled, efficient manner. There's something final about this kind of demolition. It's not just tearing down a building, it's completely removing a landmark that probably served the community for decades. Every gas station has stories, late-night coffee runs, road trip pit stops, and local gathering spots. Now it's just rubble, ready for whatever comes next. But the most terrifying excavator story of all involves gravity, mountain split-second decision. The mountain's revenge. This is the story that will haunt every excavator operator who watches it. Picture a massive excavator perched on a steep mountain slope, its operator navigating treacherous terrain where one move could mean disaster. The tension is palpable as this colossal machine inches forward, each movement a calculated risk. Against the unforgiving forces of gravity and nature, then it happens. The moment when human skill, mechanical power, and Mother Nature collide catastrophically. The excavator begins its terrifying descent down the mountainside, cascading with thunderous force like a mechanical avalanche. This isn't just equipment failure. It's a stark reminder of how quickly our most powerful machines can be humbled by the terrain they're meant to conquer. The footage captures more than just an accident. It's a lesson in the delicate balance between technology and nature. Even with all our engineering prowess, sometimes the mountain wins. The excavator's fall serves as a powerful cautionary tale about respecting the limits imposed by extreme working conditions. And there you have it, 12 incredible stories of excavators that will blow your mind. I've got plenty more satisfying excavator videos coming your way. Until next time, keep digging.